Howdy folks, how's it going? Welcome to my Virgin Kitchen, where as always for the very first time I'm cooking. And today it's delicious roasted squash and kale risotto. Ooh. Looks amazing, right? So if you want to have a go at making this, hit pause on the video now, write all these ingredients down. There is nothing better than a little bit of roasted squash. Oh my gosh. Right, let's deal with the squash first of all. Cut off the tops and the bottoms and then scrape peeling off the edges all the way around. Halve it, take out all the seeds and cut it into loving little chunks. And if you've got like the top and the bottom bit left over, you know, they kind of like make good nipples like that. With your squash all cut up into chunks, pour it into a mixing bowl, coat it in olive oil, a good old sprinkling of black pepper, mix it through to get it all nice and coated and happy and stuff. And then what you do, like chuck it like that, like you're throwing water over someone. I'm throwing water over you. Right now, chuck the squash onto a tray, and that goes into an oven that's preheated to gas mark 6 or your equivalent. If you're using an open fire, you might not have a house, you might just be using an open fire. That's going to be a little difficult. So the squash is just going to sit in the oven right till the end of the recipe. Grab yourself a nice deep pan, whack in a knob of butter, get it all bubbling, and chuck in an onion that's been chopped. So you could use a red onion if you want to be flash, you know, a little bit of colour variation. All good. Put a lid over your onions and just let it cook away for around about 3 to 4 minutes solo, just to soften up a little bit. It's quite a cool sight as it is actually. I really like that. So once the onion softened and to save it feeling lonely, add to the pan some chopped garlic, a stalk of celery and the kale. Nice big bunch of kale, just chuck it all in there, stir it a little bit and cook again. I added some fresh coriander in there, but if you want, you don't have to do that. I'm just going to wilt through to add a little bit more flavour. You can just sprinkle it on at the end. So you can skip that step if you want and just go to add in your wine. You get these little small bottles around about, what's that, 187 mil? That's accurate, right? So about half of that, no, 90 mils, and then the rest you can drink. So what you're going to do is simmer that wine all the way through there. It's going to thicken up again. That wine's going to go all into that rice. That flavour's going to be so good. But you just, take about 5 minutes again just to simmer it off. Oh yeah, baby. This recipe's really easy, right? And we're nearly there. All I do now is grab a vegetable stock cube and crumble it in. But if you want, you could just make vegetable stock. Okay, you don't have to copy me. And get 400 mils of water, so 400 mils of veg stock if you're doing it that way. Add it in 4 batches, 100 mil at a time. Let it heat through and absorb in that rice. And after that 4th pour in there, it should all be sort of nice and absorbed in there. All good. Take it off the heat, give it a little sprinkling of parmesan, a little bit of pepper, and that is ready to be served. So spoon a good helping onto your plate, grab some chunks of roasted, oh my goodness, caramelized squash, just scatter it all on there, parmesan cheese, extra coriander, some more black pepper if you like, and that, my friends, is how you make my delicious squash and kale risotto. Good times. Oh my goodness guys, it is so good. So many levels of flavour and tang in there. Even that parmesan kick at the end is doing its thing. It's like the dish is a winning lottery ticket, okay? I know I won the lottery with this ticket and I walk into the shop and then I'm like, no, I just want to eat you, okay? So I'm like eating a lottery ticket. So I hope you enjoyed this ridiculously easy dinner, perfect for these cold nights drawing in. Put your own style on it, tweak it, pimp it, send me pictures of it. Give this video a thumbs up and subscribe if you haven't already. And I'll see you again next time. I've got some eating to do.